Yeah, plenty. We sort of played two halves in the end, but we came up against quality opposition and we knew that coming in. So it's hard to hold those guys down for 4 quarters. They got some real quality inside that probably gave us a bit of a touch up late in the game. But I thought up to half time, we were really proud of what our guys brought. Everything we'd been working on, we saw come through, and probably lacked a tiny bit of polish, I thought, in that first half to inflict some damage on them. We didn't quite get it done. The second quarter, we seemed to have that ball down in our forward half a fair bit with the breeze, but we weren't able to put some score on the board. But, half time, really happy with where the group was at. Pleased that some of our younger guys had stepped up. Chase Jones was showing some amazing stuff, especially defensively, off the back of our strong team defence. Benny Davis forward of the ball showed some outstanding speed and took the game on. So there were some really good signs. And then it was probably just a little bit disappointing that they took the game over in that second half, and we just couldn't stop them, especially in that last quarter.
From a DNA point of view, what did you see today? What you've been working on? How do you put that into words? What do you want the process to stand for?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we saw it, and as I said, unfortunately it wasn't consistent enough, and that's going to be our challenge for this season. He's been able to perform consistently in that space. You talk DNA. What does it mean? Well, it's when you play a side like Melbourne, who are elite at contested possession, and they're one of the best in the comp. We didn't come in with an expectation to beat them in that area. That wasn't our aim. It was to match them in that area, and we were able to do that for a certain period of time today, but just not consistent enough. I think in the end they beat us. I think we were -20 at post-clearance contested ball. So that's a 1 metre test. That's the ability to win your own ball and one-on-one. And they had too many players that were just got on top. Petraka was a standout, and he's an amazing footballer, and we knew that pretty early in the game. Maybe might have put a little more time into him during the season game. At this point, we were working on some team defence, and we wanted to see the group work together. So he was too good for us today, along with some others.
What about from a personal point of view, just the day as a whole? What was the experience like sitting up here and watching your team play another night? Oh,
it was rewarding. I really enjoyed watching our boys, in a really good hit out. I was proud of the way they went about it. And we're a bit flat, but that's just because it's our first challenge. You come out against a good side, but we'll take a lot of learning out of it, and we'll work on it this week. And our guys will go to work again next Saturday.
But at times you could see some really good moments of ball movement and possession. Obviously, the conditions at Casey make it particularly tough. Was it encouraging to see those moments come together? Where somewhere like this, we've got to be really smart with how you use the ball, otherwise it's going to go all over the place. Yeah, we've been lucky enough to train in some similar conditions back in Adelaide over the pre-season. So, but yeah, you're right. We were really pleased with some of the passages of play that we put together. Especially with offence. We made some mistakes and we were punished on the scoreboard. But we're not going to stop taking the game on. I think that was something that we're looking at this year about, let's enjoy playing and playing fast football. I think they might have kicked 10 goals from turnover, which isn't a number that, you're not going to win too many games with that number, but we'll polish that up over the next month. Now's the time to make mistakes and learn from them. So we'll encourage our guys to keep going for it. You mentioned Ben Davis before. There's a number of players out there today that have got a lot of, say, sample game time, but not much AFL game time. As a new coach coming in, is it rewarding to see these players that are, I guess, coming in and trying to grab these chances with 2 hands?
Yeah, it is. It is, and not only in the sample. We had a couple of new guys, obviously Crocker and Keys, who played today. Guys who have played at other clubs, but are still really young, young footballers. And as far as experience goes, this is outstanding stuff for them. This is really, this is going to benefit them going forward. So, we had Butts down back, who, a credit to him, was able to recover after a couple of free kicks early, where he was doing everything we asked of him. I thought he ended up finishing off the game really well, considering we were under so much pressure. So for our young guys to go through the experience today, we'll be a better side because of it.
We got a few senior players that didn't play today penciled in for your next Marsh game.
Yeah, we do. So, Seedsman and Walker didn't play today. Knight's coming back from, from a foot injury, so he might be a possibility. We've got a couple of weeks prior to that, but we'll have an under-23s game next Saturday, with the opportunity in that to possibly play a couple of more guys that are slightly over 23. And so we've got a few guys that we're looking forward to coming back. And what that does is give you that tiny bit more. I talked about consistency. When you have players that are a little older, the game's a little slower for them, and they're able to work with other younger players about getting consistent.
You've got a relatively experienced forward line after Lynch, really. Your flag playing takes on the wing. How are you going to manage that this year?
Tex Flag playing Tex on the wing. It's an interesting one because, we definitely were inexperienced down there today. But as I said before, for a half of football, we couldn't have asked for more from them. The stuff we've been training, the stuff we've been working on, they carried it out really well. Lynchy led that. Tex will definitely add to that as far as that structure goes, and even just getting around a young group and keeping them in the right mental space. So he may pinch hit on a wing here and there, but that'll be dependent on the game and how we're tracking.
Any injury concerns today? Crocker obviously came off, went back on.
Yeah, that was just a knock, just a small knock for Croc, and we've come through at this point. You don't want to jump too early on that, but at this point we don't have any injuries.
You mentioned boys from other clubs. Stengel as well. Is he one of the ones really impressed with pre-season?
Trying to keep him a secret. Tice is. He's had his best pre-season. He's worked right through, and he's getting the reward at the moment. In our intra-club game and our trial games, training sessions, he hasn't put a foot wrong. So, today there were some amazing passages of play that probably not many will look at, where he's pressuring the ball, working on his defence and causing goals, helping us with that turnover game. So, he's been outstanding, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks he'll get another few looks and he'll add some experience.
Sloan and Laird just managed through, given they've got
Yeah, that was pre-planned. So they were going to play a half. Obviously playing, they'll now play 3 weeks in a row. We're not sure what's going to come with the bushfire game as far as a work rate or a workload. It might be up and back. We're not sure. They might have a real dip at it. So we just planned for that to be a reasonably regular game, maybe not quite to the level of AFL, but we'll see. And so the half today was perfect for them.
In all seriousness, because clubs manage minutes per player of the process, do you make contact with them? Do you try and get a plan for that, or do you just let it unfold and see what happens? Yeah.
Well, there are different people you can talk to, yeah. But I think it'll be a great game. There's so much talent in the game. There's going to be some skills on show. We expect there's going to be a fair bit of running. You probably just won't see quite the collision. Well, that's our hope. As a coach who's coaching, like I am, you want it to be a good game. You want them to go hard. It's interesting when if they're going at 90%, you worry that little bit more about the possibility of injury. But when they go 100, they're going at it. Some of the collisions look worse than they are. But our guys will be fine. They're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.